Here you can see one type of Egyptian symbol. So the Egyptian symbols are also found to be very fascinating, and a lot of fashion designers use the Egyptian symbols as their theme or inspiration when they are developing any fabrics or when they are developing a collection plan. So there are a lot of Egyptian symbols like the phoenix or the sphinx. There is the Ankh symbol, the Nile pattern, and here actually you can see the sun symbol. So the sun is the oldest of the Egyptian symbols, and you can see a globe in the middle with wings on either side of the globe. Frequently, two stylized rearing cobras adorn each side of the sun. So, this sun symbol is also a very popular symbol in many other countries. Sun is considered as a source of life and has been worshipped by the people of varied cultures and religions. So in Egypt also you can see this sun symbol on the entrances of their temples. India, it is depicted as the only divine form visible to the human eye, and sun plays a vital role in Hindu rituals. Chronicled in the Rig Veda Gayatri Mantra, the foremost mantra in Hinduism and Hindu beliefs, is also a prayer to the giver of light and the life, that is the sun god, and you can find the term Savitur used in this Gayatri mantra. A very popular design is the Celtic knot, especially in jewelry designing, and you'll find these kind of knots in wedding rings and pendants, etc. So there are different kinds of Celtic knots like the love knot and the eternity knot. So what exactly is this Celtic knot? So it has spirals, step patterns and key patterns that are dominant motifs, and it has Christian influence. These designs found their way into the early Christian manuscripts and artwork with the addition of depictions from life such as animals, plants and even humans. In the beginning, the patterns were intricate, interwoven cords called plates, which can also be found in other areas of Europe, such as Italy, during the 16th century. So, you can find these kind of designs today not only in jewelry but also in upholstery design, and you can see these kind of designs widely used in stained glass painting. I'm also going to show you how to create embroidery designs on tracing paper or butter paper, and according to the proportions of the paper pattern that you have drafted. You will also learn here how to take a classical theme as your inspiration and develop a motif, and based upon exactly where you want to place this motif on the pattern. Is it as an all over design, or do you want to keep it around the neckline, or do you want to keep this motif on the sleeve? I will also be showing you all how to transfer this motif that you have developed according to the shape of your pattern on to the garment. So for this you will need some items like the tracing paper or the butter paper. You will need a clutch pencil, you will need eraser, you will need yellow carbon paper to transfer the design of the motif onto fabric. You will need an embroidery hoop and fabrics and colorful embroidery threads and hand sewing needles.